Hello, my friends. We are doing our weekly oracle reading, just looking at the overall energies that we're experiencing during the week of January 13th. This is a reading for the collective. All right, so let's get started. So what I'm looking for first, for the first set, is Spirit, what energies are we facing or confronting at the beginning part of the week? What's coming up for us? What are we confronting? What are we facing in this coming week? What's coming up for us? Okay. Goal in the negative. Okay, what tools will we be utilizing in the next week, in the coming week? What tools will we have at our disposal, or will we be utilizing this coming week? What tools? Okay, Coyote in the active position. Okay. And then finally, how does the week end? What are the conclusions for the week for us? Or what are some takeaways for us at the end of the week? Maybe what was an overall theme that we found or we came to the conclusion of at the end of the week for the collective who is called to watch this video. So we have Hawk in the active position and Storm in the active position. All right, and then I'm going to use another deck here. So again, we're asking, what are we confronting? What are we facing in the coming week? Okay, so we have life. And we have gift. Okay. Can't wait to dive into this reading. And then what tools, in addition to the Coyote and active, okay, we have, well, I'll read it in both of upright and reverse for abundance. Okay. And then finally, the outcome. We have release. All right. And then finally, a bonus message. Spirit, give us a bonus message, something maybe to tie up this week's reading nicely for us, something to leave with us that we'll remember, or just something you think that, something else we should contemplate. And the obelisk comes up again. I think this came up a while back, and I shuffled this before I sat down to really do this reading. I shuffled these cards over and over again, shuffled them, so it's interesting this one comes up again as another bonus message in a following week. All right, so we've got goal in the negative over life and gift. And so I'm going to pick this up for a moment here so we can take a look. Some of us have already gotten off course towards moving towards our dreams and goals this week. Why is that? We are called to go back to the drawing board of drafting up life goals, drafting up what matters most in our lives to us. And we are being grateful for the gifts we already have in our lives this week. So that's nice. As a result of lack of planning, some of us are getting a much needed break or a much needed kind of lull time before things start to ramp up again. So what that means is for some of us who maybe lagged on goal planning are getting started or, looking towards the future of 2020, during this time period for those folks, it's like this lull period that's like relaxing period before things really ramp up in life. So, be appreciative of that, that gift of lack of planning, but know that it does come with probably some unintended consequences of not having a more focused life plan, of more focused kind of way of moving towards your goals. So that's what I get a sense of what we're confronting and what's going on this week. In terms of the tools that we have and tools that we have at our disposal, we have Coyote in active, overabundance. And so we are going to be confident in the ability to attract what we desire. And we will also be confident, and it will definitely inspire others to live in more alignment with abundance this week. So that's cool. We are invited to be a teacher and a student of law of attraction, and to let go of lack mentality in love, life, wealth, and career. And so I think that's important, that this week's tool is about really looking at the school of law of attraction, the understanding that, what we think, what we put forth in the energetic frequencies, or, what we put out energetically, what we say, how we act, all will determine how well we're able to start to attract abundance into our life. And so it's something to think about and consider this week, that there's many different teachers of law of attraction on YouTube, on, blogs, on books, on TV, everywhere, where we could really get back to a reminder of thoughts attract things. Negative thoughts are going to start to attract negative experiences. Positive thoughts are going to start to attract positive experiences. So just really tapping into that, I think, is going to be very helpful this week for many of us. And then finally we have, I almost dropped the tripod. Finally we have Hawk inactive, and then Storm inactive, over release. And so Hawk, let me bring this up close here, is telling me that we've been circling an opportunity, hovering high, and now it's time to swoop in. And at the end of the week, that's exactly what many of us are going to end up doing. So what I get a sense of is that we're going to be receiving news of possible second interviews, job offers, creative opportunities being extended or offered our way. So that's cool. Though they're coming, and especially towards the end of the week. So that's exciting. However, it brings about, it can bring about fear. It can cause some fear to come up when we have to think about the fact that we're now going to have to swoop in. Are we going to swoop in and be successful in grabbing that opportunity, plucking it up as we deep dive? It's an uncertainty, but do you keep hovering and flying high and not ever swooping down? Or do you go ahead and take a chance and swoop? This week, that's what we're exploring. And at the end of the week, we are making a determination that it's best to go ahead and swoop in and go. Okay, so then we have Storm, and the Storm is in the active, and so I'm getting a sense that change has to come, and the longer that we delay it, the worse the storm will be. And so it's important to recognize that we're swooping in for an opportunity, but it is going to bring about a storm. It's going to bring about upheaval in in a home life. Maybe you're deciding to move out of your family home, or you're deciding to release a relationship, or maybe you're deciding to move from one department to another at your job, or one, company to another, and one industry to another, or work or start your own business and releasing working for someone else. It's going to bring about a storm. It's going to bring about a change. And the sooner that it just kind of is laid out on the table, the better, because it'll help people be able to prepare for what is to come from your departure, what's going to come from your leaving and moving on. Releasing, I love this beautiful card, releasing fear around this upcoming change and trusting that all is well and unfolding for our highest and greatest good, and to not be fearful, to release the fear, to surrender to what is what's to come, and just, know that we've been setting up, many of us, our life goals. Many of us this week will be like, okay, I've been kind of hemming it on and not really doing what I need to do to get to enact some action and towards where I'm trying to go, but I'm going to work on that. By the end of the week, we're going to be seeing some big transformative changes in our life in areas that we thought were just kind of laying dormant, or not, or areas that were weighing on us, weighing on our minds, weighing on our spirits, and we weren't sure if anything was ever going to happen or come from it. And now it's nice to know that it is. And then we have the bonus message, the obelisk. This is the key meanings for this card. It's like power source, battery, positive and negative capability, the unknown. And I get a sense that this week it's important to surrender to spirit and trust that all is well. Lean into the unknown and be intentional in goals and actions this week. If you desire something, align energetically to it. You've got the power to manifest what you want. You, my friend, are the power source. So be like the magician, act like it, be it, embody it, and really start to, bring about that magnificent transformation of moving towards the life you really want to live. It is going to happen. All right, my dears. I want to wish you a very beautiful, abundant, and happy and blessed week. Thank you so much for watching, and I look forward to chatting up with you in the comments, chatting up with you in other videos. I thank you all for your support and love ya. Bye.